Very simple techniques or games that we can use with the child in order to improve their eye contact is painting your face in a certain way, or painting the face of the child in a certain way, so that while you are doing it, and of course if the child is comfortable with the messiness that it causes, then that painting will get the child to give eye contact to you, because of course you'll be at the child's face level. Second thing that you can do is apply stickers on the face in various directions, or ask the child, okay, place the sticker on my eye, place the sticker on my cheek, on my chin. It also introduces the concept of body parts and simultaneously improves the child eye contact. Then doing some kind of silly activities with the face, like blinking your eyes frequently, flapping your ears, or making strange faces like showing your teeth. Things like this are also going to grab your child's attention. Playing peekaboo or hide and seek kind of games with the child also works sometimes. You can develop a secret handshake or a greeting way with the child, in which maybe you apply something on your nose or your head so that the child looks at you and finds it funny, and they also try to imitate you. When you're taking the child, for example, outside in a park or a playground, and you are making the child swing or slide, you try to stand in front rather than standing on the side or behind, so that when the child comes down or while swing comes up, they try to look at you. So in movement-based activities, it can be applied. There is something known as a butterfly technique. Butterfly technique is that when you try to touch your forehead to the child and try to blink very fast so the child looks at you, or touch the noses. So these kind of things can also help. While playing board games for a slightly older child, you can sit opposite to the child. Like there are games like Connect 4, in which while placing them, you're sitting just opposite the child and he'll look at you with happiness if they're able to place a red coin over your black one, etc. Any kind of food that the child is interested in. So you try to hide it in your hand, keeping it close to your head. I have something in my hand, do you know what that is? Games like that are also interesting. Another important aspect over here is when to praise your child. People think that only if my child will give eye contact, then I will praise the child, but no. One way to praise is when the child has not wandered off, at least stayed at the same spot while you were talking to the child. Second, when they not necessarily focus only on your eyes but also focus on other parts of your face, like looking on top of your head or looking towards your mouth, because they can appreciate that you are talking to them. That is also a way in which you praise them and tell them, very good, you stayed, you were looking at me, that is good. And you give them a sticker or a star or a social appreciation in general, or other phrases in which somehow they at least acknowledge that they were listening to you, like they say yes, or they nod their head, or they just wave their head in both the directions, bend their head in both directions, some indication that they were listening to you. All these are worth giving praise for. The problem can also happen in kids who have visual problems. Either they are blind completely or they have visual impairments. What to do with these kids? So first of all, don't think that your kid should not go out in social situations because either it will be embarrassing or your kid will not pay attention. No, expose them to social situations, because that is where these kids are going to learn. And in these social situations, you try to give them social cues. Like if another child said, please shake hands with me, or some person told them, please shake hands with me, and you allowed the handshake, or the child raised his hand to shake the hand at least in the direction of that person by listening to from where the sound was coming from. It's a reason for reward. And it also, though by means of sound or touch, it oriented the child to other people. It is important. And these can be verbal or non-verbal ways of explaining to the child what needs to be done. Or if the child was not randomly making faces but giving a good expression like smiling or trying to at least orient their head towards the person, that is a good sign that the visually impaired child is going to do well in social situations. The final message of this video is about screen time. What should be the usual rules of screen time? These are general rules which can be modified to some extent, but it's better to follow them. Like for kids below 18 months, it's better to give them no screen time, because it's really not going to help them much. It's just going to increase their screen time unnecessarily. They'll get used to it, they'll make it a habit, and just out of habit they will need it. It's not that they're understanding too much out of it. If the kid is more than 18 months, maybe up to 2 years, you sit with them and try to explain them what they are seeing. And of course, you know the distance had to be considerable between the kid and the screen. Third, if your kid is between 2 to 5 years, you can increase the screen time again, but it has to be maybe 1 hour of screen time in which the child sees something productive, something that's going to be useful for the child. Even if it's a cartoon from which the child is going to learn something. It is a message based or a nice cartoon to watch or an animated movie to watch. But do take care of the social time of the child. Do not socially isolate your child that, okay, my child is not going out today because he had to watch a certain movie, so we are not socializing the child. He likes that more or she likes that more. No. Do take out some social time for the child. And again, this screen time can be used as a reward or a punishment. Punishment because you're withdrawing, not watching television for the day or the screen for that day, and giving it to them when they do something good. So these are the different techniques by which the screen time or how the eye contact of the child can be developed. So follow these and see how much difference it can make with your child. Simple things to do at home. So if you like the video, please leave a like, share it, subscribe to the channel. Tell me what kind of videos would you like to watch in this particular domain, and we will meet again. Bye.